Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play. For some reason I almost said Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals. Welcome back to... Oh my god, I can see my mic levels. I'm not used to this. So I'm freaking out when I'm peeking out. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. I'm the mysterious JG. Ivalice was, of course, the love interest of Son of Havoc. That is some obscure, silly referencing. No, it's the Ivalice Chronicles, which is different from War of the Lions, as we talked about last time when I got into talking about the voice actors and mentioned All Dragon like 50 times over the course of the video without having intended to. With all that aside, I think if I cut the chatter and get moving, we should be able to get both a battle and possibly some story under our belts as well. But we are now heading to Dorder and to find information on the Corpse Brigade's movement. I am really not clear on whether Dysadarg is aware and approves, but our older brother Zalbag, who is a knight, kind of fed us some information and dropped a real heavy hint that we could, as Academy cadets, go on and investigate rumors of a spy who may know something about the Corpse Brigade. It's not clear to me if Dysadarg is kind of quietly, with plausible deniability, feeding this down. Wow, pardon me. Or if he is not approved of this at all. But it does appear that sending knights out looking for this common spy is beneath them, so we're going to have to take care of it. Let's start by going to the Magic City. Well, you know, I was thinking...
Welcome. Take us along by all means.
So we got one... You know, we have enough shitty swords that if we want to have a bunch of people become knights, we are covered. And we have only one decent sword. We got one bow gun, and I don't imagine we'll have more than one archer at a time. It's probably worth having a couple of these.
Are you happy to
You know what? Let's buy one.
Are you happy? Any thanks?
Because probably a second tier one will become available fairly soon, and I can't imagine... I don't think we'll have a ton of niggets going. We'll go ahead and get a better helmet than this one. So if we have two knights going, then one of them will have to have the weaker helmet, and it'll be fine.
Are you happy?
So basically, we can gear up two knights with decent gear, and we have enough battle boots if I distribute them amongst the party, and we've got enough potions and Phoenix Downs that I don't need to be scrimping. And if we come on down to the Magic City of Gareland, we'll take a look and see if there's new gear here.
After all, in particular.
And there is. So, as you can see, the broadsword, which is the cheaper of the two knight swords, is available here, but the higher-end knight sword is not available here, because this is a magic-oriented city. But we do have, which we don't have elsewhere, an oak staff, which would be for white mages and a couple of other classes. Summoners can use them. I'm not sure what that thing that looks like two gears is. And then the yin-yang symbol is the oracle, which we haven't unlocked yet. And then rods are for black mages. So I'm a little curious what that symbol is right next to between the black mage and the summoner. Oh, that must be... Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the time mage. So time mages, I guess, use staffs. Somebody please explain to me what's going on with staffs versus rods and why white mages can only use staffs and black mages can only use rods. It does not make sense to me. But if we buy one of each, then we are basically guaranteed to have enough for the next little bit. No shields available. Plumed hats are better than leather caps. They give you a few more, but I mean not in any kind of major way. So let's not spend a lot of money. And then leather clothing is better than clothing, but I mean 300 to get 5 more HP.
Mel, don't be a...
If we were doing a lot of off-screen fighting to gather some money before we proceed with the story, in fact, we could cash in. But for now, Well, I did just get done.
What is it?
So we will give him a mithril knife. Let's give you a mithril knife. You're probably fine. We will give him... You know what? Ask him battle boots. Put him in there. And you know what? Alright, I'm gonna buy one more battle boot just because at this point...
Looking for aught in particular? By all means.
It's the difference between everybody having something equipped in that
Are
slot
you happy to make
and
anything?
having somebody not have anything equipped. So we can, you know, because we got the Academy ring on somebody,
What is it?
it's just gonna bug me to see that slot empty. Even if spiked boots are different from battle boots. Yep. Alright, let's go to the Siedge Weald, which is the hottest location this side of the Weasand of Cados. Is a weald a thing? I mean, I can look it up, but, I mean, if you guys want to save me the trouble, W-E-A-L-D. Is that just like fantasy mumbo-jumbo, or is that an actual thing? I do not know. So you got your man Ramza, of course. I mean, the standard rules apply. We're going to want at least one healer, and it looks like Avalon is still a tiny bit experienced behind Kinnison, so we'll throw her in. Well, we don't want to throw her in there. We want to throw her back here.
'Tis time.
'Tis time for that network of mine, Nickelodeon. Honestly, do we want to put in two chemists? Put in two chemists. What I don't remember is whether this battle's enemies have reaction abilities. When monsters start getting counter, which is almost always the reaction ability monsters have, they simply, if you attack them, there is a percentage chance they will react by doing a standard physical attack for that monster. That is a huge uptick in difficulty for the game, because every time you attack, there is the chance that you're going to take the damage equivalent to them getting an attack turn on you. Oh, I kind of forgot that we only had one. Ah, the hell with it. Let's go. Chemists can attack too. I'm used to... We only get to add 3 party members in these story battles because we've got the guest party members. I'm used to getting to add 5. Ramza plus 4.
Fiends such as these in the wood.
I was hoping to find some different fiends.
Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's, Argath.
No, come on, Delita, get off his back. But again, I thought I heard a note of Robin Atkin Dow's, and that's... I'm not saying that this voice actor is copying him, but I mean, if Delita had an established voice, he may have been trying to talk a little bit like the old Delita.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
Delita being
Enough
a little...
talk. They come.
Delita being a little Starky, but he's definitely less of a Zalbag than Argoth is. Alright, so this one's pretty straightforward. Defeat all enemies. And Delita's... Yeah, see, Argoth, he's all like, I'm going to get right in their faces. Delita's like, I'm going to let you get in their faces.
I see you.
And I see you.
Right.
Alright. So I'm not going to do this every single time, probably, but let's take a quick look at our enemies. We have bombs, and if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game before, you should not be surprised to know they have a self-destruct attack. This is pretty catastrophic this early in the game. So you kind of want to, once you're ready to kill a bomb, you kind of want to make sure that you are ready to kill the bomb, and that it does not get a turn after it's gone into critical, because it will self-destruct, and its self-destruct is a big old area of effect thing. So yeah, bombs can be a major problem if you let them self-destruct. Obviously, if it's the last... And the AI of the enemies, it will self-destruct if it's the last enemy on the field. in which case you just win, which is fine and all. But they also, yeah, they do a lot of damage when that happens, and if you're bunched together, like, they can hit your whole party. I want to say this is the first time we've come across an imp in this game, or excuse me, a goblin. So they have spin punch. Maybe you'll see it. It's a little bit silly. But basically, yeah, they are just the most generic of all enemies in this game. They don't equip weapons, but they basically walk up to you and hit you. I did not read the description of this guy, though, did I? So a bomb is a creature enveloped by raging flames. They feed on the highly flammable fluid exuded by its body. So they feed on their own fluids? Ew. They absorb fire, half damage from ice, and is weak against water, which is weird. Lightning is the water elemental spell. I don't know why they take half damage from ice. I guess I get Final Fantasy logic stuck in my head where ice does good against fire, but that doesn't necessarily make sense. If the thing is made of fire and you hit it with ice, I don't know, it's so hot, maybe it doesn't care or whatever. And then this is just a Red Panther. It's a thing. The enemy descriptions do tell you their elemental weaknesses, but seeing as we can't do any elemental damage right now, they don't really matter at the moment. Let us sneak in. Oh, he doesn't have throw stone. He is a good candidate to see if they have counter abilities yet. And they do not, which means I'm a lot less worried about this battle than I was a minute ago. Even the basic maps, the Mandalia Plains and this Siege whatever, these can be really tough battles in the random battles because the enemies scale with you. So once you're at a high enough level that they have access to counter, leveling up doesn't necessarily make those fights any easier if you're just using random weird jobs that you want to level up that are not actually really good in combat. Like, you can't send a party of 5 chemists into battle and expect to win against random enemy parties. You've got to have somebody who can actually get the enemies killed. Alright.
Only one thing for it.
I've got to stand up here and not really be able to do anything just yet. Yeah, here's my guy. But can't actually do anything with him right now because if he gets to that, if he stands on the bridge and throws a stone, he's going to hit Roms on the back of the head, which is not actually going to help us much. And is the camera going to make this a better angle? Yes, it will. Alright. Panther guys have fairly good movement. And now, our guest characters are going to drive the train a little bit, because if they choose to do a bunch of damage, if one of them attacks the bomb, everyone else kind of has to move to finish off the bomb. And somebody has to set them up the bomb. You don't know potion, I forgot. You're a bit useless right now. I mean, I'm not going to be saying that if somebody falls and we need her to help them recover, but for right now, she's not bringing much to the table. Now, it does not have counter. Okay. We've got a squire. Well, no, the question is, I'm being much more careful than I would normally be off screen. All right, so I believe it's Kane who has a turn after Argoth. So basically, between Kinnison and Kane and Argoth, we would need to finish. Like, we'd need to finish that bomb now if we don't want it to get its powerful counterattack. But Kane does have range to reach this thing. And Kinnison won't get counterattacked because we're not quite there yet. So it is probably
I won't
a
disobey
good idea
say
to
leave.
dash towards killing this guy. Yeah. So all that talk about how dangerous bombs were, and we did just take him out. Now what's happening here is exactly what I didn't want to have happen,
Easy prey.
which is our guests start doing chip damage on the guy who can self-destruct and kill us. So again, in order to avoid seeing that just yet, we probably want Ramza to just finish this guy. Ah, there you go. There's always the chance they'll evade. So now Ramza is kind of trapped behind enemy lines, and we've got a bomb that is at about half health. So it's probably a little too strong to want to self-destruct right now. Yeah, kill Argoth. He's being a pain in the butt. Uncontrollable guest characters, yeah, they're not always that helpful. He's evading and being all cool. But the fact that he chip damaged the bomb, and then Ramza wasn't able to finish it off, like, we got lucky, but that could have gone pretty poorly. But again, this is an intro battle. Like, I probably am overly concerned here, but it's because I'm used to fighting these guys when they have unlocked more of their talent tree. And the other problem, another thing with this game is, like, her. It's not that easy to get her experience because there's not that many useful actions she can take that won't put her in danger. She's never going to learn how to throw potions if she doesn't get some JP from just, like, generically attacking. She actually has access to potion now, which is good. We probably want him to heal Ramza instead of just attacking.
My thanks.
My bold name.
Where's he at waiting?
There you have waiting, yar. Vaguely piety. Alright.
My turn.
I feel like this is the last of the story battles that is really quite easy. I want to say the battle at the Dorter Slums is the first one where I remember big jump up in difficulty if you haven't done anything but fight through the story battles as they come. And there's a reason you don't just dive into the water to go attack an imp, because the other imps will come punch you in the head from above. Yep, these enemies, though, they were pretty thoroughly outclassed.
Ready.
Very different story if every time we attacked anybody with something other than throw stone, there was a chance that we received an attack's worth of damage right back. Toledo with
No substitute for experience.
Toledo with that monster attack there. Literally attacking a monster.
Never felt better.
Off screen, I would certainly be stretching this one out in order to get item drops from the corpses and probably killing my guest characters off so they couldn't interfere with that. I'm kind of surprising myself at how quickly a Final Fantasy Tactics battle goes if you aren't like trying to squeeze every job point and loot opportunity out of it. But at this point, unless we actively kill Delita and Argath, then this battle is going to end before any of those crystals. Maybe one of those corpses will turn into a treasure chest before it's over.
Just try and stop me.
It's time.
But in fact, no, because unless we just get really unlucky and miss with this attack, we're about to end it. And we have a 100% hit chance here.
It's over!
And it is, in fact, over. Ramza was correct.
Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon reach Daughter.
Then we travel on to the Weasand of Cados. The enemy is vanquished, victory is yours. And we have 1.8 battle boots worth of coin. Thieves, as you might not be shocked to learn, have the ability to steal money. But it really isn't very much. It really isn't. Alrighty, as is tradition, let's take a look and see what we have unlocked. We have JP boost for Ramza, and honestly, the main thing to wait on would be counter tackle, so we've got something as a reaction ability. But more useful for Ramza, well, he's got a lot of useful things he could learn in this class. But I mean, in the off-screen universe, he will have learned everything except the mystery skill, which is a special thing we can't learn right now. So the main reason I'd keep him in this class for now would be to get movement +1, but I think that might be worth keeping him in this class just for that. We will see. The next battle is the first one where there's a real chance that we lose, and that I would need to consider doing some basic prep before we move on. But in fact, I also have one of the various save slots, I think, is us having ground up a little bit before getting to that fight, so we will see. Meanwhile, in the world of chemistry, oh, sorry, this would be Ramza as a chemist, excuse me. We don't already have enough points to get anything in this. No, we don't. You get, I don't know why we have 156 and 155 JP as these mages. Like, I guess you just get some limited fraction of the job point. Like, in getting the job... Use your words, JG. As you level up the things that you need to unlock these classes, because I think it's Chemist level 2 is what unlocks White Mage, Black Mage level 1. Squire level 2 unlocks Knight and Archer level 1. I think you get a little bit of job points for Knight as you level up Squire. But then from this point on, if I were to switch, and I think I've already discussed this, if I switch Ramza to a Knight, then everyone who's in the party with him as he gets job points will get a tiny fraction of Knight job points. Which is why, like, if you've got 4 monks running around with a chemist in this game, and you fight a bunch of battles, and then you come back later, your chemist might suddenly, having never switched over to the monk class before, could have, you know, a couple of 100 points of monk already. And that will even pile up if he hasn't learned, like, he might not have the prerequisites to be a monk, but then as soon as he gets them, he'll already be a level 4 monk, because once he's allowed to actually pop up and show his monk skills, monk is this class right here, by the way, he will have already acquired a bunch of points. He just can't spend them until he's unlocked the prerequisites to be in the class, period. This fella right here can now learn JP boost, except he can't. God, he was so close. You are not even close to having JP boost, so does that just mean you're way behind? Yes, it does. I thought maybe that meant he already had it and was ahead. And then you can unlock Phoenix Down, so we've got the basic that you need for a chemist to be useful. And you... yeah, there's a decent chance that we're going to want to load a... like I said, the next battle is a fairly significant jump in difficulty.
You have my attention.
And it's really the first time where it's potentially kind of critical that you get prepared off screen. And in fact, we didn't get enough JP in that last fight to do anything, and I accidentally set her as a favorite. I don't even know what that does. Well, let's throw down a save. We've got 5 minutes left in this video. Do we want to... yeah, it's going to get really confusing now which save is which. I actually need to be a little careful with my saves now. So my one, because I don't want to accidentally save over the one where Ramza is like super high level. And it's not even necessarily easy for me to tell. Because I've been doing off-screening that involves using this like D-leveler trap. Let's set up a new save slot just to be safe. And I'm tempted to do this next fight even though we're almost at the end of the video. Just because I think it's actually going to go pretty poorly. And it, like, just to show you guys so that next time we can load up with one where we've done a little prep. Yeah, let's just do that.